Most independent artists do not fail because they are talented. In fact, I'm here to present something to you that may seem foreign, but through my 7 years of being within the music industry, I've realized that it comes down to this one thing. It's not down to talent. They fail because they don't understand the game that they are in. They are in the music business. The second that you spend anything on, let's say a music video, studio time, equipment, whatever it is, it goes from it being a hobby into it becoming a business if you're taking it very, very seriously and see this as a potential career. And the reality is that if you operate from a hobby mindset in a business environment, you will get eaten alive. And in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the difference between music, the industry, and business. So once you understand the differences, you are able to approach it the correct way and leverage instead of get burnt out. For those that don't know, I'm OkikiBeats. I've been in the music game for well over 7 years, traveling around and being full-time in the process. That is the reason as to why I'm now helping artists recreate this for themselves. You see, a lot of us go into music assuming that we're just going to be able to experience the old industry where talent seemed to be enough. We saw countless cases of people just being talented, being at the right place at the right time, connecting to maybe an A&R or someone that was their helper and got them to the next level. But fast forward to today, due to social media and the abundance of knowledge out there, you've actually come to realize that it actually takes way more than that. Even back then, we thought all it took was talent, but when you're actually seeing all the people that we looked up to back then, when they're doing interviews, for example, they actually say that, bro, there was actually a lot more that went into their craft. And it always comes down to these few things. The industry rewards leverage. It also rewards systems and people that are able to understand and approach it the way it's supposed to be approached. Now, I speak to a lot of artists every single day. And what I've come to realize is that every single artist, alongside the artists that I've worked with in my 7 years of being in the music industry, everyone goes through the cycle that I'm about to explain right now. The artist spends years upon years developing their sound and perfecting their craft. They drop music, but there's no traction, so they start to blame everyone besides, of course, themselves. I've heard people blame the algorithm. I've heard people blame their friends and family for not reposting their stuff. But no one ever realizes that sometimes the answer is really within. You need to get the word lucky or industry plant out of your mind right now. You need to realize that it comes down to leverage, building systems, and taking calculated decisions to actually build a future for yourself that you want through your creativity. This is the reason why the most successful creatives in any endeavor are people that are able to build assets, build an audience, and ultimately own. Now, I don't want my message to get misconstrued. You got music, you got the industry and the business, and they all work together in order to actually breed a successful artist. For example, the music is the art, is the expression, the emotion. This is the art form that you create. This is you being in your creative bag. Number 2 is the industry, where you have infrastructure, you have gatekeepers, and also you have systems put in place for different people to leverage depending on what they're willing to do. This is also where majority of the distribution channels lie. And number 3, you got the business, which is strategy, leverage, and ownership. This is how you're able to monetize and drive cash flow into your creativity. And I always say this one thing, there is no honor in being a broke creative. For some reason, we're being lied to, saying that we shouldn't monetize our talents, we shouldn't actually create systems for ourselves to sustain ourselves long enough to build a business and actually live out the dreams that we actually want. We've been trained to rely on the industry, rely on gatekeepers, and rely on people to give that to us. And the sad reality is that most artists try to beat the industry without understanding the business. That's like trying to beat chess without understanding the rules within the game. By building a business, you're not killing your creativity, you're protecting it, and that is powerful. Now, I want you guys to repeat with me. The industry is not dead, the illusion is. The industry is not dead, the illusion is. As I mentioned before, the industry illusion was that someone's going to come and save you. You need the industry in order to actually monetize and make a lot of money, and you need some sort of handout in order to get to the next level. When in reality, it's all about building leverage, ownership, and having a direct to fan base system that's going to be able to build you a business. So before you blame the industry, always think to yourself that, look, am I thinking from the right place? Do I have the right mindset when approaching this industry? Now, if you're looking to build this seriously and you're not here to just be dropping songs and it keeps on hitting and missing and hitting and missing, I work with artists that are looking to build leverage, ownership, and take control of their career. There's a link down below to book a strategy call, but only book this call if you're ready to stop being a hobbyist and to take true ownership within your career.